Hey guys, it is Mark Coe. It is Friday, 19th of April. Good Friday, slow little weekend. We are going to not have our Sunday session on Sunday due to Easter, but we're going to do our prep session for the week on Monday. So that will be Monday afternoon. So different schedule, but same session. So we'll do that Monday. We're also going to have a few um, marketing sessions this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I hope you guys will join us. You've been hearing me talk about a lot of the really good stuff we've seen in the room, and I want to walk you through a little bit of that. But first and foremost, I do want you to understand this is the last week you can get the $500 12-month subscription. You can still get the subscription. It's just going to cost you double. So anybody looking to take advantage of that, it is there for this last week, and then next Sunday it will be no more. And I just wanted everybody to be very aware. So let's talk about what we're getting when you take part in this subscription. You get a few things. Well, first and foremost, you get a big picture look at what we're doing in markets. You get a big picture look. Monday through Friday, I do an 8:30 a.m. East Coast, so 8:30 New York time, a briefing. And that briefing is really meant to serve to say, hey, here's where we're looking across the markets. Here are the levels we're focused on. Here's where we want to concentrate. Longs would look good in this pair. Shorts would look good in this pair. Guys, there's nothing to do in this pair, right? That's what you're getting at that 8:30 a.m. briefing. It's really, kind of your game plan for the day. It will also serve to kind of keep you up to date with swing trades and longer term stuff that maybe not moving quite as frequently, but gives you a real idea where you sit within that. So that's a key part. Once a week, I do education sessions, and I record those and put those in the documents folder. So these are all the resources that you have as a member of the group. The fun part, and I think what probably most people like, is the intraday and the swing trades. Now those are all called out by way of Twitter, so everybody has access to a private Twitter room, and I post all these trades in real time. Most of them are posted well in advance. They'll say things like Euro long signal at the next 30-minute open, so you may get that signal 15 minutes before the trade, which gives you 15 minutes to know that you're going to be a buyer of a euro. They'll come with stops and not targets, because we're running more of a dynamic system here where we can change that. We can take profits at certain spots, but also we're following a little different course of logic. But let me just give you an example of kind of how that worked over the last couple weeks. So what you see here on the left, these are all the 30-minute signals. This is the market. This is where you bought it, where you sold it. Your P&L on the trade, whether you were long or short, and whether you were counter trend or trend with the longer term 4-hour bias. So again, just to total you up kind of to start this week, we were sitting at a profit of 4,597 on these signals. Better way to look at that, because a lot of people ask, well, what does it take to get that number? Think about it like this. That is equivalent to 459 ticks, right? So if you were going to be a crude oil trader, one contract, and the contract value may differ, not the contract value, the margin required may differ from broker to broker. So you have to understand, what does it take to control a crude oil futures contract? But essentially, one tick in a crude oil contract is worth $10. One tick in an E-mini futures contract is worth $12.50. One full point in an E-mini contract is worth $50. So, guys, if you ever have questions about futures, we're going to do a session with some futures brokers. A lot of you guys do trade FX. The pricing and the P&L that you see here on foreign exchange is by holding or controlling one standard lot. That would be 100,000 of a currency. So you can do the math. If you're not trading full contracts, or if you're trading minis, or if you're trading portions of FX, look at it like ticks. And the easiest way to look at it is the P&L up to the beginning of the week here was 459 ticks. On Monday, just look at the Monday trades. Lots of little kind of back and forth. 240, again, that would be 24 ticks in crude. Gold, $3.50, right? So you look at this stuff. The total for Monday gives you 585. Nice day on Tuesday, the 16th of April. Some good signals there. Those signals produced 1,540, or again, 154 ticks. Yesterday was a bit slower, and Wednesday was not bad. Wednesday was 1,000 or 100 ticks. Yesterday we were up a little bit more, but ended up giving some back in the E-minis late in the day. But for the week, we still sit at a profit of 3,692 on these signals, or again 369 ticks. For the month to date, sitting at 8,289. Now those are the intraday. That's what I would say probably a lot of people focus on. Where I'm really trying to push it is that people will start to step out a little and understand the power of looking bigger picture, longer term, and that's where our swing trade, or I call it the 4-hour, comes into play here. Just since the beginning of the month, and we have several trades open right now, so these trades will sit open through the weekend. But your P&L right now is sitting above 9,000 with open trades on that. So it's a lot less activity. And really the idea, I think, is that you can do both. And we're going to talk about that a lot in the marketing sessions. But I do want you guys to understand what is here, what kind of activity levels you're seeing. There's really an activity level to fit most, because just looking, this is a typical swing trade in gold. Now this trade occurs from late February, doesn't resolve until March. It then gives 2 more trades within that. So you're talking from almost a 2-month time horizon, basically 4 deals in gold, right? And here's how a typical swing trade would set up. We'd get a sell entry. We'd know our stops are above 1350. We get an entry that then resolves itself down. It's almost a $4,000 profit. I mean, it's a pretty good run. Signal then goes long again. Signal then goes short. And so what it's really playing is a back and forth inside of a swing. Within that swing, you're going to get a lot of shorter term setups. So, some of the choices for people to look at is, do I take the swing trade? Do I take only the short term trades in swing direction? All that stuff I cover in the class, but the core of what we're looking at, these signals that are actually producing all these trades, and that's what you have to be impressed with. So if your P&L is not matching or even coming close to what we're doing in that room, tell you what, for a $500 annual subscription, it can be a real asset to you. So anyway, I hope you guys check it out. As I said, Monday will be our prep session, and then we'll be doing a few marketing sessions throughout the week. And you can always, like I said, click the buy button in between now and next Sunday, and you will get that $500 pricing locked in. As soon as you get locked in, you can send me a follow request on Twitter, and you will be following along, and every one of these trades will be delivered to you by way of Twitter. So all these trade setups are yours. Anyway, guys, have a happy Easter, and we'll chat with you next week. Cheers.